Okay, good morning, grade 7. So here are the answers to your try this activity on page 88 on top, all about simplifying fractions. Okay, so remember when you simplify fractions, determine or identify the greatest common factor that can divide both your numerator and your denominator. If you start with the smallest factor, it's okay, but still, your final answer is not in the simplest form. You still have to reduce it again and then again until you finally reach the simplest answer. So that's why we need to use the GCF, the greatest common factor that can divide both the numerator and the denominator. So the GCF here is of course 4. So I will copy 8 over 12 divided by 4 on top and 4 in the denominator. So the answer now, 8 divided by 4 is 2 and 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 2/3 cannot be simplified anymore because it is in simplest form. In other words, this is already prime and prime, or both. Anyway, it cannot be simplified. Next, letter B. Negative 54 over 90. So I will copy. So what number can divide 54 and 90? Okay, remember 54 is divisible by 9, right? How did you know? Or how would you know that the number is divisible by 9? So check if it is divisible by 3 first. So 5 plus 4 is 9, right? 9 is already divisible by 9. So 54 is divisible by 9 and 90 is divisible by 9, of course. So divide by 9, both up and down. So whatever you did in the numerator, the rule should always be like this. Whatever you divide in the numerator should also be done in the denominator. So if you divide it by 9, if you divide your numerator by 9, then divide your denominator as well by 9. So the answer now is negative 54 divided by 9 is 6, negative of course, and 90 divided by 9 is 10. But if you notice, look, our answer is still not in simplest form, right? Because our GCF here is, because the number here that we used is not the GCF. So let's divide again. So it's okay, remember what I told you a while ago, it's okay if you started with a small number, okay? Because anyway, your final answer is still not in its simplest form, so you have to divide it again, or simplify it again, I mean. So divided by 2 this time, and the final answer is, so divided by 2, both up and down. See here, that's what happens if you did not use the GCF. So negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3, and 10 divided by 2 will give you 5. Okay, so the final and simplest answer is negative 3/5, because the GCF here is, it's okay what I told you a while ago. Remember, it's okay if you cannot find the GCF right away, because some GCFs are really big. So this is an example. If you only know 2, if you started with 2, it's okay. Divide it by 2, and then the answer is not in simplest form. Divide it again, until you reach the simplest form. So 18, right? So 54 is divisible by 18, and 90 is divisible by 18. Correct? Last, letter C. Here, if you notice, we have multiples of 5, correct? So it's alright. We can start with the 5. So copy first and divided by 5. So 15, negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. 80 divided by 5 will give you Here, if you don't know, means I don't know. Okay, just divide. So 1, 5. I hope you master this division by now. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. So 80 divided by 5 will give you 6. Oops, sorry, 16. Okay? There you go. So, Miss, can you still simplify? Let's check. Is there a number that can divide 3 and 16? No. So, 3 is already prime. Although 16 is not prime, it's composite, it's even number, but there is no common factor. Okay? Thank you.